This is the second most popular starting move. Grabbing space in the center and opening up the light-squared bishop. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure, developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. Black develops the knight and attacks the center. Playing the same piece again slows down the progress in the opening. This prepares the bishop for development. This mobilizes the knight, allowing it to control more of the board. This fianchettos the bishop by placing it on a powerful diagonal, developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. Castling kingside tends to be safer than queenside because the king is further from the center. There were worse moves, but also something much better. Moving the same piece twice in the opening isn't good for development. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. Black develops the knight and attacks the center. White finds a pawn-winning tactic with just seconds to spare. A straightforward recapture. This permits the opponent to capture a knight and win material after the follow-up trades. This misses. Black finds a pawn-winning tactic with just seconds to spare. A clear recapture. This is a nice tactic found in time trouble, which will win a pawn. This was the only move. Black finds a pawn-winning tactic with just seconds to spare, developing the bishop and increasing influence in the center. This is not the right idea. A very strong play. The rook is now on an open file, which helps control squares across the board. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. A clear recapture. The clearly correct move for a threatened bishop. This steps away from the checking bishop. Right on target. The better move was to kick a bishop. This is the strongest option. That's fine. Black still has the better position, but they lost their winning advantage. This evades the check from the bishop. A solid choice. This permits the opponent to eventually win material. Black finds a bishop-winning tactic with just seconds to spare. This steps away from the checking bishop. This misses an opportunity to win material through a tactic. This allows the opponent to win material by adding pressure to a pinned piece. This misses an opportunity to win material by adding pressure to a pinned piece. Very precise. One of the best moves. One more piece joins the action. The pawn is now passed because it can no longer be challenged by pawns as it tries to promote. This moves the bishop to safety. Avoiding the trade was the smart choice here. This steps away from the checking bishop. This is a fair move. With the rook now developed as well, white has all pieces ready for action. This doubles the rooks on a file, which allows them to team up to create threats. This challenges the other rook for control of the open file. This is an equal trade. Recaptures. This gives away a free rook. That rook was free for the taking. This permits the opponent to win a pawn through an eventual fork. White can win a pawn using a fork with the right follow-up. This evades the check from the rook. This moves the bishop to a more active square, making it gain. A very strong play. This leaves a rook without defenders. This misses an opportunity to capture a free rook.